Comic-Con! Thank you for coming out and supporting us here at Chuck.
The fan base on Chuck has been something that's been overwhelmingly uplifting.
I feel like we're still here 5 seasons on because of the fans.
Well, I've always said that our fans really broke the barriers of being fans.
Well, what haven't they done? I mean, I think that might be more appropriate.
It's like this lightning in a bottle thing that I don't know if I'm ever going to get that again. I've been in this business since I was 14 and I've never experienced anything like it.
I mean, I've never been a part of anything like this in my life, and I never expected to have fans. I mean, it was such an overwhelming and welcome surprise for us all.
Other shows have found more, whether it be critical success or rating success or longevity, but I don't know if they've ever experienced the reaction that we've had.
You know, there's that kind of old adage of, you know, quality over quantity, and I think that pertains to our fan family very accurately.
It's been a connection that's been there from the beginning.
First up, the star of the show, Zachary Levi.
We went to Comic-Con before our pilot ever aired.
Well, I remember the very first time we went up to Comic-Con to present the show, and we were like, is anyone going to come to see the show? You know, no one knew what the show was.
And we screened the pilot, and people started laughing. They started having a great time. It was an incredible experience.
It was and still is magical, and I don't use that term lightly.
You guys like it?
The word of mouth from that initial screening really got the ball rolling and kind of set the template for this fan involvement and support of the show.
It just sort of kind of knocked down that barrier, that thing that's like, well, we're up here on this stage and you guys are down there and whatever. It was none of that. The direct contact, the direct support, the direct love and passion of these fans is like, it's truly felt throughout our whole cast and crew.
I'm so ridiculously happy to be here right now. Thank you so much for liking it so much. Oh my gosh, I almost want to cry, but I'm not.
They are so passionate. This show has lit a fire in them, this unique, quirky, lovely fire, to the point where they will do whatever it takes to try and keep it around, you know, so valiantly.
They've done all these Twitter campaigns and subway campaigns and all this stuff.
Their dedication and their time and their creative ways of keeping us employed, I mean, we owe everything to them.
My job doesn't suck, people. I mean, I don't know what to say. When you have the best fans in the world who will go and start grassroots campaigns and stay with you through thick and thin and believe in you as a cast and as a crew.
From the bottom of our hearts, thank you. Because the Comic-Con, it's the heart of the show. It's the fan heart of the show, and this show would not have been here without you guys. So, thank you.
It's been a really, really close relationship between show and fans. I think that was very unique, you know.
I mean, I think it's amazing. I think we live in a new age where essentially there's immediate communication between people watching the show and the people that make it.
It's really grown to be such a community, and we've gotten to know over the years our fans, and I think now that Twitter is available, we're sort of closer to them because of it. It gives us a way to communicate with them.
You know, Twitter has allowed fans an incredible access to cast, to producers, to writers, and other fans, fellow fans, to kind of campaign for certain things, you know. Hashtag Not a Nielsen Family did pretty well, I think, in that regard.
They started a campaign on Twitter of I'm not a Nielsen family member, but I still want to be counted, so that all the sponsors of our show would notice that there were hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of people out there that were not Nielsen viewers, but were still watching the show and buying their products because they were on the show.
They were instrumental in helping convince the powers that be to let us continue.
The thing that will always stand out in my memory is, going into the end of season 2, I was told, this is it. It's probably over. And they actually announced their schedule for the fall, and we weren't on it. And I was told, well, that doesn't mean you're canceled. It just means that there might be a later schedule that you're on. And in that window between when the schedule was announced and we weren't on it, that's when the whole Subway sandwich fan uprising took place.
That was and still is the smartest, renewal campaign I've ever seen, be it from a fan or a network or a studio or whomever.
So, how much did any of you actually expect to be back here? Is Wendy Farrington here?
Well, does everybody here know who Wendy Farrington is? Well, you're gonna.
Wendy Farrington is most famous for having created the Subway campaign, which had to do with our fans, essentially going to one of the people who had a product integration on the show, which was Subway, and saying, we're going to buy your sandwiches on the night of the show, and we're all going to go do it.
It was, look, shows are run on advertising dollars. Patronize the people advertising on that show.
People took to the blogs. People started literally going to Subway to buy sandwiches. Zach was in London, and he was like making sandwiches for thousands of people lined up there. And then we came back and premiered higher than we'd ever premiered before.
I don't know if it was the linchpin of why we came back, but I know that it resonated. I know that it resonated with Subway. I know it resonated with Warner Brothers and NBC. And it certainly made everybody kind of go, whoa. This show has a lot of love behind it. There's a lot of love behind this show.
I mean, the whole thing was just extremely moving and inspiring and powerful, and that's more than anyone could ask for, and for that I'm extremely grateful.
I hope that you guys all continue to love it, and I hope that we continue to give you a product that you guys continue to love. I mean,
We're here because of you guys, so.
Couldn't have done it without you guys. That's the key. You really put us over the top. So thank you very much.
You guys are just so epic. You're so epic. You're so awesome. Every single one of you. I love you too. Every single one of you. All the time and all the and the money that you spend on sandwiches or you guys took time out of your day. You took energy out of your lives. You've been passionate about what we do, and so thank you.
I'm still not convinced it will end this year.
So in other words, we gotta still eat all those Subway sandwiches.
Yes, keep eating Subway.
Okay.
It's like you're in the trenches. It's like you're fighting a war of sorts, trying to make the best thing that you can make for the people that have supported you for all these years.
People who love this show really, truly, deeply enjoy it, and we make the show for them.
They meant the world to us, and they literally had a stake of ownership in our show.
And I think that will continue. I think that you'll see that more and more, and I firmly believe that it is our fans that will be leading a lot of other charges for other shows that they love so much, and I really hope they do. I hope that studios and networks continue to realize the power of the people that we should be making this content for.
I mean, it's incredible. It's an incredible thing, and you make something because you love it, and if other people love it too, it's just it's a very powerful and gratifying thing.
Hey guys, Josh Gomez. I've said it before, and maybe not to you specifically, but thank you so much.
I would like to say to our fans, I am so grateful to have you in my life and in the Chuck family.
You are the best. You're the greatest.
Well, we get to do this because of you, fans out there, and
We really couldn't have done this without you.
You didn't only embrace us, but you fought for us. You've been so passionate.
it's really been your support and love and letters and emails and everything that you've done that made the big difference.
You make doing this job worth it every single day.
Thanks for making the show. Am I the only one that got emotional? Oh.
Got me at a bad time. There's these Santa Ana winds right now, and they're really making my eyes water for some reason.
Getting my tissue ready. Oh, I'm so sick of crying.
We can't thank you enough. This all existed because of you, and I couldn't be more grateful to be a part of this world and having you guys a part of this world.
I can't even tell you how much I appreciate it. I can't tell you how much this whole family appreciates it and appreciates you.
We're just humbled that your dedication and love for us has kept us going for 5 years.
Thank you for 5 amazing years.
To be able to give you this 5th season was a huge, huge bonus, and it's for you guys.
From the bottom of my heart, and I speak on behalf of everyone here at Chuck, thank you.
I think I should just give up and cry. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's been great. That's all I can say.
And that's it.